shows that we have engaged in strenuous efforts to avert the use of force. We have negotiated and sought mediation.
The time has come for decisive action. We will not stand by while our interests are threatened.
The radio crackles. And then a voice. It was Gowon's voice. Fellow Nigerians, we have been pushed to the wall. The so-called Republic of Biafra is an illegal declaration. A rebellion. And as Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I have no choice but to act. Police action will be taken. It will be swift. It will be decisive. And it will be over in 48 hours. 48 hours. That is what Yakubu Gowon tells Nigeria on the morning of July 6, 1967. That is what he tells the world. That this thing, this audacious, defiant, impossible thing that Ojukwu and his people have done, will be crushed in 48 hours. That the Republic of Biafra will be dismantled before the ink on its declaration has even dried. That the Igbo people, already bled, already scattered, already grieving, will be brought back into line before the week is out. He is wrong. He is so spectacularly, historically wrong that decades later, people are still talking about it. Because on that same morning, in the Republic of Biafra, something else is happening. Something that Gowon and his advisors, and his British backers, and his American-aligned generals, none of them are fully prepared for. The people are not afraid. In the markets of Enugu, women are packing food for sons who are enlisting. In the villages of Imo and Anambra, young men who have never held a rifle in their lives are walking to recruitment centers with their chests out and their chins up. In the streets, children are singing. Old men who lived through colonialism, through the pogroms, through the long humiliation of being made to feel like strangers in their own country, are standing in their doorways watching the young ones march, and there are tears on their faces. Not tears of grief. Tears of something they have not felt in a very long time. Hope. One of the Biafran soldiers said, "We know they have more guns. We know they have more men. But we have something they don't have." "And what's that?" someone asked. To which the Biafran soldier replied, "We are fighting for our lives. They are fighting for a map." The first shots of the Nigeria-Biafra War are fired along the northern front, near the university town of Nsukka, in what is now Enugu state. The Nigerian federal troops, confident, well-armed, and expecting minimal resistance, push forward expecting the Biafrans to scatter. They do not scatter. The Biafran forces hold the line with a ferocity that stops the federal advance cold. Street by street. Town by town. The resistance is fierce, organized, and deeply personal. Every Biafran soldier on that front line knows exactly what defeat means. It means what happened in the north happening again, but this time there is nowhere left to run. The Biafran commander yelled at the top of his voice, "We do not retreat. You hear me? We do not retreat. Every inch of this soil is sacred. Every inch of this soil is ours. Hold the line." And they held it. Meanwhile, in the corridors of the Biafran command, a familiar face reappears. Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nziagwu, the man whose 1966 coup first lit the match that led to all of this, has been sitting in a federal prison since the coup failed. Ojukwu releases him. Not out of sentiment. Out of strategy. Because Nziagwu is a soldier's soldier. A man who inspires absolute loyalty in the men who serve under him. A man who believes, with every fiber of his being, in what Biafra represents. "I did not start this to watch it burn." Nziagwu said, "I started this because my country was broken and nobody had the courage to fix it." Biafra is not a rebellion. Biafra is the correction. Ojukwu promotes him to lieutenant colonel and sends him to the northern front, Nsukka, where the fighting is heaviest and the need for leadership is most desperate. Nziagwu arrives like a man who has been waiting his whole life for this moment. He reorganizes the troops. He lifts the morale. Under his command, the Biafran resistance stiffens in ways the federal troops do not expect. For a brief, blazing moment, Biafra is winning. And then the night of July 29 arrives. Anyanwu is conducting a night reconnaissance near Nsukka, moving quietly through the bush, assessing federal troop positions, doing the dangerous, necessary work that commanders who actually care about their men do themselves. He is accompanied by a small group. They move carefully. They move quietly. They are not quiet enough. Federal troops from the 21st Battalion, under Captain Muhammad Inuwa Wushishi, have set an ambush. Anyanwu, the man who started a revolution, the man who dreamed of a Nigeria, and then a Biafra, worth dying for, walks straight into it. The shots ring out in the dark. When it is over, Chukwuma Kaduna Anyanwu is dead. The federal troops are jubilant. They have killed one of the most dangerous men in Biafra. They believe the resistance will crumble without him. Flushed with victory, excited and reckless, they move forward along the Agwoba Bridge on the old Enugu road, pushing hard to finish off the remaining Biafran soldiers and capitalize on their momentum. They have no idea what is waiting for them. The Research and Production Agency of Biafra, RAP, headed by Colonel Ejike Ganya, has been working in secret. While the world assumed that a breakaway African republic with limited resources could not possibly develop sophisticated weaponry, the scientists and engineers of Biafra were busy proving the world wrong. What they produced would become one of the most talked about weapons of the entire conflict. The Ogbunik. Ojukwa's bucket, they call it. A locally engineered surface-to-air missile, designed for anti-aircraft use, now being deployed horizontally, pointed directly at the advancing Nigerian troops. Ammunition is exhausted. We have nothing left, the Biafran commander cried out. We have the Ogbunik, a young soldier responded. Those are anti-aircraft. They are not designed for, the Biafran commander was still saying when the young soldier interrupted him, Sir. We have nothing else. A long silence. The sound of federal boots getting closer. The commander looks at the weapon. Looks at his men. Makes a decision. Aim horizontal. Fire on my command, the Biafran commander instructed. The young soldier steadies himself. His hands are not shaking. His eyes are not afraid. Fire. The young soldier screamed. The sound that follows is not a sound. It is a force. A concussive wall of energy that rolls across the bridge and into the advancing Nigerian column with catastrophic effect. Men are thrown. Vehicles are overturned. The advance stops, not slows, stops, as the Nigerian troops scramble to understand what has just hit them. The damage is devastating. The casualties are enormous. And the message sent to Lagos, to London, to Washington, is one that nobody on the federal side was expecting to have to send. Biafra is not going to roll over. Biafra is going to fight. With everything it has. With everything it can invent, improvise, and engineer out of nothing. With the desperation of a people who have already lost too much to lose anything more. But here is the thing about courage, the thing that nobody standing on that bridge in the aftermath of the Ogbunik blast wants to admit out loud. Courage is not enough. Biafra had drawn first blood. Biafra had shocked the world. Biafra had taken the mightiest military force on the African continent and made it stumble, made it bleed, made it question itself in ways it had never had to before. But Nigeria had something Biafra didn't. The world on its side. Britain was supplying weapons to the federal government. The Soviet Union was supplying jets. The oil companies had chosen their side, and it was not Biafra's. While Biafra was engineering missiles out of scrap metal and fighting with the ferocity of the cornered, Nigeria was being armed, funded, and diplomatically shielded by the most powerful nations on earth. The next battle would not just be fought with guns. It would be fought with hunger. If this episode left you breathless, share it. This story deserves to be heard. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss episode 5, where Biafra pulls off one of the most audacious military operations in African history, the Midwest invasion, and for one extraordinary moment, turns the entire war on its head. Drop a comment below, did you know about the Ogbunike? Did you know Biafra engineered its own weapons? Tell us what you knew and what shocked you. Like this video if this history deserves to be told. We'll see you in episode 5.
You told your stories like they came from saints. Perfect little fables dressed in fresh white paint. You thought I'd fold if you wrote the past. You never saw me learning while you played your cast. You polished every life for anyone who looked, but I kept quiet, memorizing every page in your book. You thought my silence meant you had control, but I was saving